Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Hey, it is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. Phone number 1-800-LOVE. 191, fax number 310-854-4455. Heather Donahue is our guest tonight from the Blair Witch Project, and it's easy to figure out which one she is because she's the only she in it, right? I haven't seen it yet. Everyone else who's seen it has been blown away by it, and it's really as surprise a hit and has started off as low budget, and all that is come down the pike in a long time. I mean, I'm trying to think of other movies that have made this kind of impact with this kind of beginning.
Even that was like...
Yeah, but that was a regular Hollywood,
movie,
had a budget and everything. What was the budget on this thing?
I understand it was about the cost of a fully loaded Taurus. That's what I've been told anyway. Actors don't usually get the most accurate information on budgets.
Right. Yeah, sure, they don't want you to know.
Especially not an independent film.
How long ago? Because I remember seeing something on the Blair Witch Project. It seemed like 6 months ago on like E! Or something. And at that time, they were still sort of presenting it as a documentary.
Oh.
And because that was part of the allure of the whole thing. I mean, the cat's a little bit out of the bag now,
Yeah.
But for a while, it was really presented as just a documentary, right?
And it's even now, when you tell people that it's not a real documentary, they get very defensive. They think you're part of the whole conspiracy cover-up.
Oh, yeah, and
Right.
you're not here, by the way.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not here,
Yeah.
and it is, in fact, all a big scam.
Well, it was a scam that she was coming up here, see, and that we were wrong, that she's
It's
has never been
actually
found.
not me.
Yeah.
You found a voice impersonator who
Gotcha.
just sounds a lot like me.
Okay. Every paranoid person on earth is going to be running for their meds.
I got to tell you, there's a large crowd outside of the studio tonight, and I know this just sounds like lip service, but we get a lot of big celebrities in here, and we rarely draw a crowd. I mean, there may be 3 or 4 people out there if Tony Bennett comes in here, but there was 25 people out there. A crowd bigger than I've seen around here in a couple of years. And all for Heather and the Blair Witch Project, which is quite a testimonial. I mean, I don't know why this, I mean, I don't want to sound condescending, but it's really captured, it's touched something in people, and I'm not sure why exactly. Do you know why?
I
mean, it's scary, it's good,
If I could explain it at all, believe me,
You know,
I
I
would
think
rush out with a video camera and make another one.
It's, again, young people want reality-based material. They're so sick of garbage that's processed and produced. Here's something that people went out and had a real experience. They filmed it.
Right.
Yep, there you go. We want to watch it.
Yeah.
It's what you and I have been saying about all kinds of media for a long time.
Right. And it's got to piss the hell out of people who came out with, what other movie, The Haunting or whatever, with Catherine Zeta-Jones and, you know, $70, $80 million budget and this and that, and they're being killed by some thing that was filmed on a beta cam.
Not even.
Not even.
It was your regular low-grade $500 at Circuit City RCA video camera. Just bottom of the line.
Where was it filmed?
In Maryland, in a Seneca Creek State Park in Maryland.
Was it filmed in Maryland because that's where people were, or?
No, it's actually where Ed grew up. One of the directors, Ed Sanchez, grew up around there, and so he knew those woods, he knew that park, and he thought it would be a great location for it.
And how long ago did you finish this? Because it's been a little while, hasn't it?
October 97.
It reminds me of Swingers a little bit. Swingers this kind of
Yeah.
So October 97, you're wrapped on this thing.
Right.
And what's your feeling when it wraps?
I can't wait to have a video copy of this to show my friends over a bag of piping hot microwave popcorn.
Right. But
I really did not anticipate it being anything more than that. I was always grateful just to get a copy of stuff that I got out of backstage.
Right. You put on your reel.
Exactly.
And so with the budget, with the equipment, with the special effects or lack of special effects and all that, you're thinking to yourself, well, this is a nice little rung on the ladder to success, but it's not going to springboard me anywhere.
Oh, no, I certainly didn't think it was going to be a springboard to anything.
And then, so what happened? So you wrap in October 97, did you say? And then how far before Cannes comes along? Or Sundance,
really,
or
everything
wherever?
just happened this year. I saw a copy that they had done. They screened it in New York, and I think it was last October, probably. So exactly 1 year later. And it was so weird because I still didn't quite know what to make of it, because we did everything in one take. and it was all improvised. So it was like opening up your holiday pictures
Oh, wow.
and thinking, oh God, I remember that. You know, it wasn't so. I wasn't really able to look at it as a movie, so I still didn't really have a concept of what was going on or what we had or didn't have.
Right.
And then it got into Sundance, which, oh my God, every independent film you ever work on, that's the goal, that's the mecca,
Right.
you know. And then to actually go there and then to have it sell and sell so fast, and then the website got so many more hits, and it just kept growing and growing and growing, and then it went to Cannes, and Artisan just did a bang-up job with the marketing on the internet, and everything just grew. I mean, there's so many young people online, and there's so many people who are interested in finding things out online, and there's so many cult followings that grow online that
Right.
it's been such an untapped resource until now.
How many, or I should say, how different was the final product, the product that's in the theaters today, as opposed to the product that you finished a couple of years ago or a year and a half ago?
Well, we shot 20 hours of footage. So
Total.
to have a nice tight 84 minutes, I think it is, 84-minute cut of that. I mean, there's a there's a huge difference between the entire experience of shooting that 20 hours and what you actually see in the theaters.
But when it was, what I'm asking is when it was originally edited together and brought to Sundance, is that product different than the one that's in the theaters
Not
today?
much at all. It's a little bit tighter in the beginning, and the sound is better. Other
Right.
than that, there's no difference.
Because it's hard. See, sometimes they say, "Well, this movie was shot for $25,000,"
Right,
but
they
then,
go back
but
and
then a
do
company
right.
buys it and
Yeah.
puts a lot more into it in terms of soundtrack, score, whatever, editing.
Well, the movie has no score, really. It has no music. It's just,
right.
it's the sounds that we captured on location.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing this. I've been incredibly busy, and I know, Drew, you don't like to leave the house. So until it shows up on the side of your chrome toaster, you'll not be seeing it. But I love a horror movie, and my problem with most horror movies, and this is something that I wish the studios would listen to, you have to care. If you don't care what happens to the people that are being butchered, then you want them to be butchered.
Right.
It's just, you just sort of sit there and watch a bunch of blood squirt around. You don't buy into it. As a matter of fact, for my money, I would like to see a horror movie without names in it. I don't want to see Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Well, that's what you got.
Because when I see Jennifer Love Hewitt at the beginning of a horror movie, I know she's not dead because I saw her in Entertainment Tonight earlier that evening. And she was out for a pediatric AIDS walkathon or something, you know. She's walking to stop breast cancer, and it doesn't play to me. I mean, I can't get around it.
Well, you have Tourette's, though.
Well, my problem is I'm so steeped in
You're so
reality, I
rigid,
can't get
yeah.
out of it.
Oh, that's it. Yes.
Yes, I'm such a realist.
Yes,
please.
no infantile fantasies here. Fantasies here. Speaking of which, Heather had to sort of wade through your teen choice presentations. She was there.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice to see someone with a nice, healthy attitude toward masturbation. I think that's
Thank
great.
you.
And announcing it to the...
And who's not afraid to express it to the teens out there. I think you cleared up a lot of confusion for young kids who are very afraid of hairy palms.
Let me tell you, those teens are getting a hell of a lot more tail than I'm getting. I'll tell you that. I swear. I never thought I'd be jealous of teens, but it's true. You wait, you listen, you see what goes on here. Who are we going to talk to here?
Claire.
Claire?
Yeah, hi.
You're 25.
Yeah,
How you doing?
good. Good. Yeah, I've been living with my boyfriend for 6.5 years now, and since I was 19. And we've talked about marriage and stuff throughout that time, and then now he's temporarily moved out to think about, like, why he's so afraid of marriage.
Yeah? Where's he living? I may go over there.
His grandma's.
Oh, really?
Adam's having the same problem.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam.
Go to Grandma's place.
Yeah, hide out there for a while.
What now?
Not true. Come on now. You know, you've been really busting my balls a lot on the air lately. People have been listening and commenting on it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just please, come
People.
on. I got feelings.
So I guess my question is, why, like, because I've heard that a lot of people that, because, I mean, I know that we're going to be together eventually. It's like, why are men so afraid of commitment for that?
They certainly are. How old is he?
He's 28.
Yeah.
Well, look at it this way, all you gals out there who are eager to get married. Let's turn the question around and say, why are you so eager to get married? I mean, as much enthusiasm as you have, as much energy as you have, and some of it, I think it's fair to say that some of it is sort of true and some of it is needed, but then there's a whole nother part which is just sort of wild enthusiasm that a lot of women have toward marriage. that is biologically based, and the men's resistance is biologically based. So as much as you have in that direction, they have in the other direction.
Yeah, there's a lot of things they need to solve in their life before they're ready for marriage, too,
But
usually.
You know, the funny thing about it is the women get on the marriage warpath, we'll call it. They start beating the drum, and then the guys get into a defensive mode,
Right.
which is, no, I don't know why, or I'm ready, or I'm not ready, or here's why.
And by the way, this young man, your boyfriend, has no problem with commitment. He's been with you for 6.5 years.
Yeah.
The problem is he has a problem with marriage.
He's only cheated 9 times in those 6.5 years. It's like, every 8 months. I mean, it's nothing.
I don't think it's unrealistic of me after 6.5 years to expect a little bit of commitment. You know, 'cause
Absolutely.
everything's temporary. The dating, the apartment. I mean, I'm ready to
Well,
house and
you have, hold on, though. You do have some commitment, don't you? 6.5 years of monogamy, right?
right, but you can't. How do I know he's going to be here like a year from now? You know,
Even
I
if you
mean,
get married, though, how do you know he's going to be there a year from now?
well, because it'd be like more. I don't know. It's just something that make it feel more real. You know, I feel like the next step. You know.
Right, but you know he's going to be here a year from now because 6.5 years ago he's been here every year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And if it doesn't feel real now, what are your expectations on marriage? What are you expecting to change?
I just want to be able to move forward, like not keep renting apartments, like being able to buy a house. And
I think she's afraid that if he eventually decides he's not going to get married, then she's 27, and she won't.
Right.
She's fearful that there will not be anybody there for her.
Right. Women always look at, guys don't look at relationships this way either. Women always look at it as, I logged 5 years of my
Right.
life wasted, down the drain. I mean, like they majored in something that they never worked, were employed at or something. Just completely wasted. Whereas guys, I mean, Drew, have you ever had a relationship where you thought, oh, man, that was 6 months or 18 months or whatever it was, just wasted? No, you always just look at it as like I was in a relationship, and then the relationship ended, and now I'm in another relationship, but that last one's not wasted time. It's like, hey, I was getting
It's a
laid.
learning experience.
We rented some movies, and I got laid. What do you mean wasted? Adam?
Yeah.
I think you could distill all prior relationships down to we rented some movies and I got laid. You're 16?
Yeah.
You're on with Heather Donahue from the Blair Witch Project.
Oh, cool. First of all, you guys are great. You do such a good job for all the listeners.
What's
Thank
up,
you.
Adam? What's going on?
I had a question about Plan B.
Mm-hmm.
And, Drew, do you back it?
Oh, yeah. Wholeheartedly.
What's Plan B, Drew?
It's another emergency contraceptive that just came out about a week ago that is progesterone only. The Preven has got certainly a more lengthy track record, and it's a great little kit, and it's better distributed, but these are both. Why would I argue with either? One of the reasons the only reason I have a slight resistance with Plan B is there's not the same study yet to prove that it works just by suppressing ovulation. And being sort of anti-abortion as I am, I don't believe, as I read the literature, it does not interfere with implantation in any way. At least Preven doesn't. Plan B, I haven't seen that literature yet.
And what are the side effects of either one?
Well, nausea mostly with Preven. The other one, almost nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Well, I'm anti-abortion myself, Heather. I'd prefer the fetus be killed after it's born. Drew, I think we're on the same page there, right?
You've almost gone to that place.
I'm getting close, yeah.
Adam, what are you thinking about? What's going on?
I don't know. I heard about it on TV like less than a week ago, and I was just...
Hey, Adam, you're not getting laid, are you?
Oh, so I'm not even thinking about it.
Yeah, I always tell the guy's voice. This is purely hypothetical. You want to talk about the space shuttle for a while, or...?
No.
Being an astronaut?
But it's good. It's not a bad idea to do a little research. Should the situation arise, you already, know what's going on.
He's got a good 5 years for us. Don't worry about this.
I'm trying to back straight edge, too, so...
I understand. It's good. It's good. I should have went that route. I should have realized, like, from 14 to 16, hey, you ain't getting laid. You might as well go born again or something. So at least you got a reason you're not getting laid.
Feel good about it.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than an atheist who's not getting laid.
Yeah, well, I don't want to bring a kid into this world anyway.
I should have used that wrath. All right, you have a question for Heather?
Oh, yeah. Genius. I just saw Blair Witch Project on Sunday, and it's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Cool.
Great.
Tell all your friends.
Think about that. Greatest thing you ever saw.
Yeah.
He's 16, he hasn't been laid. Come on. What's he seen?
So good luck with the ladies.
Okay. Yeah?
did you have to? Were you deprived of sleep and stuff?
Well, have you ever been camping?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Go ahead.
Have you ever been camping?
Really?
See, when you sleep on the dirt under rocks with a little thin pad,
Oh, yeah.
in spite of your best intentions, you're deprived of sleep no matter how you shake it.
Let me give everyone a quick camping tip here, by the way. Last time I went camping, brought the big Lovey eye shade and the foam earplugs. Hey, made a difference.
He's talking about Mrs. Howells, Mrs. Thurston
Right,
Howells.
like
They have the fur around the brim.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Listen, I don't know if anyone's been camping or been outdoors in a while, but apparently the sun comes up
It wakes you up.
Comes up like 5:45.
It wakes you up, and there's no way to sleep in.
Birds are chirping, lizards humping. There's all kinds of stuff going on out there. There's always like some kid driving a snowmobile in a donut around your thing
in
or an
summer
ATC.
especially, that's a huge problem.
I'll tell you, there's always some white trash couple, rattling the pots and pans in the camper down the way or something. You get the earplugs, you get the eye shade, hey, you're down. I mean, you wake up like 4 in the afternoon. It's like you wake up, you roast some marshmallows, you go back to bed.
Then what happens is you breathe in the tent,
Oh, yeah,
and all that moisture stays in there.
Gets a little.
And the humidity gets pretty bad.
Gets a little dicey in there.
Yeah,
You get like a gecko
sticky.
lizard on
Yeah,
the
exactly.
inside. And,
Exactly.
Yeah, mushroom growing out of your ear.
Last time I went camping, it was the raccoons. They ate all of our sausages. It was just a disaster.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So were you camping when you were doing the Blair Witch Project?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How long were you up there camping?
We were in the woods for 6 days, and we shot it over 8 days.
Jesus. And at some point, because obviously you had no idea the scope of the thing or what would happen.
I
mean,
would have
at all.
tried to hold the camera a little steadier if I had known.
I mean, wasn't there sort of some point where you just thought, 3 days into it, you just thought, oh, come on, this sucks. I'm just going to, cut my losses, get out of here.
No, not at all, because they were really clear with us about how difficult it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
There was this note up at the audition saying, essentially, you know what, you should really just leave now. Unless you really are really into improvisation, you like it a whole lot, and you're feeling extra committed to being filthy, just please go. And hundreds of people still stayed, so.
Drew's got the same thing on the foot of his bed,
Does
by
he
the way.
really? That's nice.
You got to be committed to improv and being filthy. Otherwise, you just pack up your ass and get the hell out of here. Right, Drew? Well, I was in college. Kyle?
Yeah, hey, Adam.
You're 16.
A long-time listener, first-time caller.
Great.
Nice to be talking to you guys. Man Show rocks.
Oh, thanks. Oh, hey, the Man Show's on tonight, by the way.
It is.
Oh, Raging Ass is on tonight, by the way, Drew. That's, you think Blair Witch is a cinematic triumph. Wait till you see Raging Ass. And you're going to enjoy that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Man Show tonight, 10:30, Comedy Central. All right, thanks for bringing that up there, Kyle.
You're welcome. Heather,
Yes.
movie.
Yes.
Did you ever get, all freaked out when you're out there? I mean, I can understand. I've been camping quite a bit.
The end part freaked me out.
The end part?
See, we always knew they were going to do something to us. We just never knew exactly what that thing was going to be.
Oh.
So we were always sort of expecting something. So we knew, hearing a squirrel running around in the night, we were preparing for bigger things than that.
Were they running around scaring you?
Yeah, they would, run around and snap twigs outside the tent. And
I mean, I would have been getting weird.
Would they film that?
No,
How
we
you'd react
would
at night?
film that. No,
So
we would have to film
You would
it.
decide when to get up and react. And
Right, and there were those nights when you were like, how much longer can we put this off? How long before they really get up super close and start snapping twigs in our ears?
Did you ever think for a second, maybe you're involved with your own Blair Witch project, like they're making a snuff film or something?
Oh, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
yes.
Hey,
totally.
these guys are just going to rape us and leave us in the hills?
Oh, you better believe it. When I first
make a
got
note
cast,
of that, Drew. Let me try that.
when I first got cast, I said to the producer, Greg Carolla, I said, how do I know this isn't a snuff film? And he said, well, look, if it was, don't you think we'd have a better cover?
Yeah. Other than we'll take you in the woods and scare the crap out of you.
Exactly. I said, well, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So I got their demo reel. I found out where they lived. I found out, where they went to school, did some background research on them, for my mother mostly, because she said, if anything happens to you, I will come down there and take care of them all, if you know.
I'll kill them.
remember them.
Yeah.
Yeah, my folks. I'm trying to think what they would do. They'd probably have a cup of coffee and really talk it over when they get to it. All right. Should we take a break, or you want to tease something?
No, take a break.
You do? Yeah. Nothing
All right,
nothing on there
this
you
is all
want
right.
to
Do
tease
this
there?
one. Yeah.
Jennifer,
Yes.
you're 24.
Yes. Yes, I'm 24.
Me too.
You want to know if they make a female Viagra?
Yes.
You have no sex drive?
Misplaced my libido.
Yeah.
I can't find it anywhere.
Has it always been that way?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
All right.
Okay.
We'll get back.
Okay. Hang on there, Jennifer.
Okay.
All right. So Heather Donahue's here from the Blair Witch Project. We'll get back. We'll talk to Jennifer, has no libido, and we'll take care of that after this. It is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Heather Donahue is our guest tonight from the Blair Witch Project,
Hi.
a movie that's doing quite well, and it just goes to show you there's been a handful of movies over the last few months, thinking of like Wild Wild West, and maybe, I was thinking of the, remember the Avengers, I think, came out like last year and all that. Just tons of advertising dollars. And, the thing I've figured out about the advertising is it's good for the first week, and that's it. Because soon as everyone you know tells you it sucks,
You don't go.
you ain't going.
No.
And no matter how many billboards I pass for Wild Wild West, everyone I know told me it sucked. So I ain't going. And I really like, it's really one of, there's certain things in life that give me satisfaction, certain truths, and I love it when a movie, or anything, an album or whatever, but for some reason it's more apparent with movies than it is with music or television or something like that. When a movie is pretty much driven solely based on word of mouth. People saw it, people said it was good, they told somebody, and they told somebody, and here you are. And that's what's going on with the Blair Witch Project. And it's nice. I like it.
We're definitely an underdog story. There's no doubt about that. I mean, there was no way that anybody, in spite of what they say now, could have possibly predicted this. I mean,
Right.
This is crazy.
And
Beautifully crazy.
You just did the Tonight Show tonight?
No, I did not, actually. Now I'm doing that on Friday.
All right. Well,
Yeah, well.
I was misinformed.
That's...
At least I didn't say you were really good.
Yeah, right.
All right, but you're doing the Tonight Show.
Yes.
Drew, how long you been in this business?
15 years?
15 years. How many times you done the Tonight Show in the 15 years?
What's today? Wednesday? 0.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I feel good about that. She goes camping for a weekend a year and a half ago. She's on Tonight Show Friday.
I know. It's
Ain't that great?
Believe me, one thing you can count on is that I will never take this for granted.
Now, are the only thing just popped in my head is that so many of these horror movies, if there's any degree of success, they do another one. I was just talking to David Arquette during my illustrious Dodger All-Star, whatever, Celebrity Night thing, by the way, last Saturday. And David was telling me that he's currently working on Scream 3 or 4. Yeah. And by the way, you know the a-hole prick manager I had?
Stop. Don't go there.
You know, it turns out he's like the head of CAA, which really makes me think he's a prick. I wish I could have just pummeled that little prick.
Here he goes, Ann.
No, I'm done.
This is Adam
I'm
Carolla.
done with him.
Not Dr. Drew.
I'm done with him. But, oh, God, I hate that little mother effer.
When did you find this out?
I found out last night, and it just made me hate him more. First, I thought he was just some little prick from the Dodger organization. Now he's an industry guy. Oh, no wonder he's a prick. God, I hate that guy. It's a long story, but anyway, if he is listening or anyone who knows him is listening, he can just kiss my hairy ass.
And I'd like to apologize on behalf of this show and Mr. Carolla.
No, and listen to me.
He was my coach last year. He was a great guy.
Everybody in this business is so scared about pissing people off. You know, everyone kisses everyone's ass because this guy's the head of, ICM or whatever this little prick's the head of. Could care less. Care less. You know why? Because I don't suck. And that's the difference. When you suck, you got to kiss ass. Little pussy. Kick his ass. All right, where were we, Drew?
I'm so sorry I don't have any background on this. I'm coming into this cold. And
don't make him bother.
I'm really glad I don't have any background on this story. I'm really happy to be coming into this cold.
He managed our team for the Dodger Celebrity Night and decided to exercise his power.
So you were playing?
Oh, I was supposed to play, but he decided...
you're just resentful about getting benched.
He decided I wasn't going to play, so I told him to kiss my ass, and he, spun out a little bit. But, Jesus, what a little ass. Oh,
You guys are just a lot alike, that's all.
Oh, a lot alike. Please. Jackass. Jennifer,
Hi.
you're 24.
If I may, let me just say I saw the Blair Witch Project, and it had some really good scenes in it. I highly suggest to go seeing it in a theater because I don't think it would have the same effect at home.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Also, I just want you, Adam and Drew, to know that I think you guys are the best thing since sliced bread.
Wow.
You religiously.
Thanks.
You guys are just the best.
Now, before the break, you told us you had suddenly lost your sex drive.
Yeah.
No, I don't think she ever had it, did she?
Yeah, she said no, she can't find it. She's misplaced it.
Yeah, but to me, it felt like she never found it.
That's probably true. When I was in high school, I always used sex to make people like me.
Huh.
Now that I have a steady boyfriend for a year and a half, I love him to death. The first 8 months were fantastic, and it's declined gradually from there to now to the point where I'm almost afraid of it.
And you're not on any medication?
I am on Elavil and Inderol, which is also
both of those can take away your sex drive, particularly the Inderol.
What's that for?
You have mitral valve prolapse or something?
I have migraines.
Migraines.
Yeah.
Jennifer, seriously, those are very powerful medicines. I'm sure there's good reason for it. Are they both for migraine?
Yeah.
Look, there's lots of other choices for migraine these days. Lots. And
put me on these two. I can just go ask for something different.
you really do, particularly the Inderol, it completely can commonly take away sex drive.
Didn't the doctor, though, didn't he warn you of that, Jennifer?
The only thing that she said was that it might make me more exhausted.
Yeah, fatigued and drowsy and ultimately depressed.
Oh, that sounds awful.
The Inderol, anyway.
It seems to have done all of that.
Yeah, Jennifer, look, look, did you try Imitrex and Zomig and all that good stuff?
Yeah.
And none of that worked?
Well, I use the Elavil and the Inderol for it every day. And the Inderol, Maxalt, and Zotrin?
Zomig?
Zomig, thank you. I use that just before I go to the hospital with a migraine.
And that works?
Occasionally, I've gotten good results from the Imitrex.
Yeah, Jennifer, the calcium channel blockers are good choices, and they're not as likely to change your sex drive and cause depression. Get back in there and find something that works better for you without these side effects, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, jeez, if I got migraines, I'd kill myself.
Oh, I know.
Well,
I can
we
imagine.
have great treatments now. I mean, they really are good treatments. Problem is people don't understand what migraines are, and they call bad headaches migraines.
Uh-huh.
And bad headaches are something entirely different. And there's lots of causes for bad headaches, and the treatments are quite different.
Right. All right. I've never got a headache in my life. I've never been constipated. I never had a hemorrhoid. I've never got a headache.
You've never had a headache?
Never had a headache. Once when I, went to Thrifty Stone and ate like an ice cream too fast or something.
That's a
brain freeze.
That's brain freeze. And I actually, to be fair, I think I missed my mouth and put the ice cream right up to my forehead.
Oh,
so
right.
it wasn't even internal. It was actually just froze the outside of my forehead. I was really stoned, Drew.
No doubt.
Hard
for me to believe.
I'm not going to hang around by the magazine rack and try to eat ice cream at the same time anymore. It's too big a distraction. You're looking at Tiger Beat. You got a triple scoop there. It's a disaster.
No. Teen Bop.
Teen Bop, yeah.
You don't want to watch it. No.
Jennifer,
Yes,
you're 22.
I am.
What's going on?
Actually, I have a question for Heather Donahue.
Hi.
Saw the movie, and I was curious if you knew the guys before you filmed it, and if you're any closer to them now.
We had met only a few times at the callbacks, and so when we finally went out to shoot it, that was when we really got to know each other. And yeah, I would say that we are closer now, and we see each other a lot, especially recently with the movie coming out and everything. But it wasn't so. We're not like permanently bonded for life or anything. I think it sometimes comes off as a little more traumatic than it was.
Yeah.
People perceive it as a little more like, we were clinging to each other for dear life.
If it went nowhere, do you think, would you guys see each other again?
Probably not, no.
Same with me and Drew. Yeah.
I mean, I would still think of them fondly and, see each other at auditions and stuff.
But, there'll be no more auditioning for you, baby.
Yeah, right.
People are writing stuff for you now.
There you go.
People always ask this question, and it sort of makes sense, but not really, when they go, was the filming of this horror movie frightening?
Right.
And you think, one hand you think it makes sense, on the other hand you go, it's retarded.
Yeah, I was making a movie.
Yeah, there's a bunch of guys standing around eating donuts. And not in this particular
not in this
film.
one, right.
Yours actually, it's a kind of a smart question with yours, because yours was sort of filmed on the fly. I mean,
Right.
it was done
But
realistically.
it's interesting because actors always have ways of working that no one ever cares about, and it just seems that in this production, because the whole production was structured around what an actor usually or sometimes does for themselves. In this case, it happens to be part of the production, and I think that's what makes it interesting. Because
Explain yourself.
I know
I don't get it either. I just didn't care. I wasn't going to say anything.
You have to create the reality for yourself, and you have to fill in the blanks of the fiction. And because we are out in the woods, and because we are really sleeping in a tent, you don't have to do that so much for yourself. But when you do it for yourself and you create it in your own mind, people are a lot less interested in it than they are when it's part of the production.
That didn't clear it up at all.
I know.
It kind of did for me.
Did for you?
Know. It's still.
Hey, Drew's
I
like-
haven't quite cleared it all up for myself. You know, you would think after answering very similar questions over and over again that I would have more articulate ideas about these things.
Yeah,
But it's not always
was
the
you like
case.
just listening to Al Sharpton at a rally at the last 5 minutes of yours? It was like, I think I agree with him, but I don't know what the F he's talking about.
Just nod and,
Yeah.
and cheer.
No, you're very, very articulate, and it I mean, not in a way you can understand, but no, I mean, it's not like you're stoned or anything. I mean, I really wanted to agree.
There is some logic behind the train of thought. It's just hard to find right now.
No, but it is, I was thinking to myself, and Drew, I don't know if you're having this thought, but so much of the movie is improvised, and I was thinking Heather is obviously very astute at the improvisation. I mean, you can hear just the way she speaks that that's your background, or at least
A considerable part of my background, yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of nice, because normally actors who are just used to reading off the script come in here and they don't have quite as much to say. Okay, we'll take a little break. I'm going to go watch The Man Show. I got the Raging Ass is in this one, and
That sounds
it's really.
very tempting.
I'll tell you,
Either if you want to renew your respect, come on.
I want to see that. I don't have cable. This is a rare opportunity
I
for me.
smell Peabody coming off of this episode. Oh yes. All right. Heather Donahue is here from the Blair Witch Project, and we'll be back after this. Hey, there we go. It's Loveline. Heather Donahue is here from the Blair Witch Project. What about other offers and things like that?
I'm reading a lot more interesting scripts lately.
Yeah.
There's a variety now outside of the horror genre, which is nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before Blair Witch, anything that you've done of
That
any
anybody would have
notability?
ever seen before?
Yeah.
No. Unless you were a Philadelphia theater goer or a very adventurous New York theater goer.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Were you supporting yourself? Were you, making a living?
No, I was supporting myself by temping.
Oh, really?
And I did regional theater. I played Pontius Pilate's wife in a production in rural Virginia.
Yeah.
Which is very nice. An Easter play.
So,
is really sweet.
you're a true actress.
I've been doing theater since I was 3. I started my own theater company when I was 12 in my neighborhood. I commandeered all the little children, made them do a production of Rapunzel that I wrote, directed, and of course played the witch in.
Wow.
I was never interested in being the Rapunzel character as much as I was interested in being the witch who comes and steals the
How
baby.
ironic is that?
Yeah.
Odd foreboding.
Yeah.
Secret messages she's passing out to our paranoid friends.
It's amazing. Hey, Drew, did you possess any talent in any field when you were younger?
No.
Yeah, me neither. I was right. I thought I was going to be a pirate.
I think that's a great career choice.
Yeah, why not?
Why is it too late?
That's what I keep telling my fiance.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, it's like,
In a way, he sort of acted that out quite nicely.
hey, you travel, you pillage, you rape. I mean, it's not a bad gig. I mean, you make your own hours.
People you don't like, you just make them walk the plank, push them off into the sea.
Yeah, you get to fly the Jolly Roger. It's nice. You get trapped in one of those giant clams, right, Drew?
Yeah, oh yeah.
We were talking about that
Scary.
last night, yeah. Hollywood's got to start using that giant clam again. They don't seem to use it as much as they used to. Those are giant clams, the ones like, size of... well, I can only think of ashtrays when I think of clams. But it's like, 4,000 ashtrays.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you could sit in the shell.
And it always closed right across as soon as you swam by it.
It closed on the guy's foot and he only had so much air.
Right. Yeah. I think it was Diver Dan, the way that usually happens.
Maybe. Melanie? Oh, you remember Diver Dan?
Hi.
Triggerfish?
Ooh, it was like the Barracuda or something. Oh, man, are you old? Melanie.
Hello?
Hey, Melanie, remember Hobo Kelly?
No.
That was just Los Angeles thing.
Oh, it was? All right.
No, all right, two quick things. I want to tell Dr. Drew good luck when all your triplets are 17.
Oh, you have triplets?
Yeah.
Yeah, and for the Blair Witch Project.
Oh, God help me.
Oh, all girls?
2 boys. Oh, all girls, please.
Oh,
Please.
sorry. That was frightening.
You would have
I'm
eaten
sorry.
one of
Go
them
ahead,
by now.
Melanie.
All right, for the Blair Witch Project, a person there, sorry, I forgot your name.
Heather.
I live pretty close to there.
Oh, do you? Where do you live?
I live in Germantown, Maryland.
Oh, that's the Red Roof Inn. That Denny's in the Red Roof Inn parking lot is where we had our first meal out of the woods.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Well, let me tell you, everybody over here is, like, completely, everybody, like, goes over there and, like, takes signs off of it just for souvenirs.
Oh, no, that's not a nice thing to do to the people
Wow.
of this poor, sleepy hamlet of Burkittsville.
I know, but everybody goes camping there now, and
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
a big hit here.
Interesting.
And it's a great movie, too.
Yeah, I'm sure all the locals are weaving their own stories. Yeah, I sold those guys a can of Sterno. Sure.
All right, okay, well, my question is, okay, my best friend, she's pregnant with her older sister's fiancé. And he says that he's going to leave the sister for her now. She's real screwed up.
Wait, say that
Say the
last sentence
Yeah, I
again?
didn't hear that.
Oh, okay. My best friend, she's
Yeah.
17. And
She's,
Yeah. People, by the way, when we ask them to repeat the
Yeah.
last few words,
they start back at the beginning. It's like they have to rewind all the way back to the beginning.
I'm sorry, I thought you said you didn't hear it all. All right, well,
Yeah, the last few words we missed.
all right, well, my friend's pregnant with her older sister's fiancé.
And
And he said that he's going to leave the sister for her.
I see. To
the
raise
sister for her.
to raise the
That's
child.
that's
The
right. in
sister
trouble.
who he's engaged to.
Yeah.
I
Right.
see.
Yeah.
Perfectly
now,
normal, perfectly healthy.
What are the ages of these two sisters? What's your age? Is your friend's age?
17,
And what's the other sister's age?
21 almost.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy's almost 30.
Oh yes, that's nice.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm figuring that this is illegal, right?
Yeah. Well, if your parents give their blessing, it can happen.
Oh,
Why would either of them want him?
Oh, please, because their dad's an alcoholic.
Dad's an
and
alcoholic,
idiot.
yeah, exactly. That. Oh, my God, yeah.
Of course. Listen, when dad's an idiot, you love idiots.
Oh,
that's
God.
that's the way it works.
When mom's an idiot, you just hate women.
Right.
It's great.
Yeah, I know.
Well, guys are smart.
Right, or you take advantage of women, as we end up doing.
Whatever it is, but guys are smarter than women. They really are, because when mom is a colossal bitch, they just grow up hating women, and, rightfully so. When mom is a bitch. When dad's a humongous a-hole, they end up getting attracted to guys that are a-holes.
Women are eager to please, and it's like the desire to please that father that you never
Yeah.
even noticed you were alive. It's an eager to please thing. It's a nurturing thing. It's
Yeah.
biological.
Yes,
Right. Okay. Melanie?
Yeah,
All right, so what do you want us to tell you?
I just want to know, is there any way that I can, help her out, convince her to have I'm against abortions and all that, but,
How pregnant is she?
she said less than a month, it's 3 weeks, 3.5 maybe.
Is it too late for the Plan B stuff for her?
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, but not the Plan C. That's the abortion. Come on, this is nothing. 3 weeks, it's nothing.
But it doesn't. What difference does it make if she gets an abortion this time? If this is a pattern for her, it'll just happen again. Do you know what I mean? That's not going to. It's just a symptom.
Oh, yeah, she'll be pregnant again in another 6 months, yeah, quite easily.
Already has, one kid.
Oh, no, that's nice.
She has one kid?
Yeah.
Was her dad sexually abusive also?
Her dad?
Yeah.
Her biological dad?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
she
know
doesn't
about
know him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Any of the stepdads? The stepdads abusive sexually to her?
The second one was.
Okay.
Yeah. The second stepfather or her first stepfather? Stepdad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Biological father's in jail.
Okay.
Okay.
That completes the story.
That's good. That's all right. We got to keep there's a very rich lineage here that we have to keep intact.
So what do you do? What do you do in a situation like that?
Adoption? How about that?
No, she doesn't want to give the kids up.
Oh, of course
Yeah.
not. Yeah, of course. She's
Said that it wasn't good if you give the kids up for adoption. Her mom's real screwed up. She was just like, how do we know that it's not going to go to some drug dealing family? And
there is really almost no way. I mean, just playing the
Yeah.
odds, it could end up in a worse family. That's
Plus,
all, yeah.
you may move sideways. You ain't moving down.
Yeah.
But, explain that. You know what I mean? She may move laterally, but I don't think they're going to take a step down from the pedophile stepdad, alcoholic dad in prison
And the-
family. Imagine they're making fun of them.
Yeah, the rigidly narcissistic mom whose narcissism is extending all the way into the grandkids.
Yeah.
They're there to serve that mom's needs,
Oh,
too.
listen. 8, Melanie? Let me explain.
Stay away from this family.
Let me explain something.
Okay.
Yeah, this family is, they're a bunch of pariahs. Just get out of there.
Oh, I know.
Believe me, they'll drag you down.
I know.
Yeah, you understand?
With her well because she comes from family triplets and so do I.
What?
And
What?
she's a triplet. She has 2 twin brothers too. They're
Yeah.
triplets, and I
You're
have.
totally freaking me out.
Drew's got triplets, you know.
No, I know.
And you're a triplet too?
Yeah, I have 2 sisters.
Oh my God. God help
Are
me.
you all 3 identical?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that must be
All right,
crazy life.
send one of your sisters over to hang out and say she's you.
So you identify strongly because she's a triplet?
Yeah.
Oh, who cares? Ew, so what? She's a triplet.
Wait, no, I see my kids do that too already. At 6, they bond up real fast with a triplet.
Yeah, if the person's good looking, it's a good excuse to hang out with them. But it's like this woman's like, she's shooting dope. She's pregnant for the 2nd time. There's abuse and pedophilia. I mean, come on,
Oh,
Well,
man.
please.
kids, I mean, are they all girls or
2 boys and a girl.
2 boys and a girl?
Yeah.
Well, when they get older, don't let the boys go to a concert and tell the girl it's not right because she's a girl. Just don't do that.
Yeah.
I won't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet that didn't happen to you, Melanie.
That sounds like one of the more easy tasks, actually.
Yeah.
We're all
God forbid
girls.
that should ever happen to the kids. One of them goes to a concert. All right, Melanie, don't hang around with these people, would you?
Okay.
And this whole, we're triplets, who cares? Please.
God, I know how stressful triplets are.
What, do you just give up on people like that?
Oh, hell yes.
Oh, God.
I'd drag you right down the sewer with them. Well, first off, it's not really that you gave up on them. It's that they screwed their life up to such a point that it's sort of beyond repair.
Yeah.
I mean, they're having sex with their sister's fiance. They already have a child. They're pregnant for a 2nd time with somebody that their sister is thinking about getting married to. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And, people always talk about, hey, you're giving up on this friendship. To me, when your best friend becomes a junkie, they gave up on the friendship. Or when they start screwing up, they gave up on the friendship. You're not the one who screwed the friendship up. I mean, if they weren't hooked on heroin and banging guys for crack and 15 months pregnant, which I know sounds like a mathematical impossibility, but I've seen it. It can happen. Not our callers. They gave up on the friendship. They really did.
God.
Yeah.
That's sad.
And this Melanie's sort of on the cusp. She could be dragged down herself. Just get out of there. And listen, man, when I get in power, there's going to be some serious sterilization going on. I'm going to pick out families like this, and I'm going to mark them. I'm going to I'm going to spray paint them.
I don't know if that would be such a bad idea.
It wouldn't.
Oh.
Why not? I mean, you got somebody who's coming from this kind of environment. You know what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. She's smart.
Oh, God.
People freak out over concepts like that. I just think it's good planning. That's all. Nothing less.
Social policy.
Nothing wrong with that. Carmen,
Hi.
you're 17.
Okay, well, let me first say that you guys are, really good, and I listen to you every single night, and I've been trying to call for, 4 days, and I never get through, so I'm glad I got through this time.
Great.
But, okay, my question is, I want to date a guy who's a lot older than I am, and he's 34, and he used to be a teacher of mine, so it's a little bit awkward. And
Are you still at that high school?
No.
Did you graduate?
Yeah, I didn't graduate, but he doesn't teach there anymore.
Because he got caught
Selling pot.
screwing out the kids?
No, he transferred to a different high school.
Yeah.
Somebody was onto
It
him.
happens all the time. Yeah. Why did you transfer to another high school?
He just didn't like the staff at my high school.
Yeah.
They didn't like him going out with the
They're
17-year-old.
hassling him for... Yeah, well, it's like you bang a few students and all of a sudden it gets really weird in the teacher's lounge, Screw that, those kind of prying eyes.
Well, he's never done anything like this before.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I think that's hard to believe.
So what are you guys talking about? How do you know what's going on?
Well, I don't know. I had him for 4 classes my freshman year, so I always hung around him and
4 classes?
yeah.
What did he teach?
He taught science and he was also the soccer coach.
Uh-huh. Uh-oh. He's teaching girls soccer? Oh, Jesus.
Carl, just stay away from this guy.
Let me tell you,
please.
if I ever ran a high school, I'd have a robot teach girls soccer, because other than that, there's going to be some raping and some screwing around going on. Woman, lesbian, shower, soccer, those shin guards, forget about it. There's trouble.
Run, don't
Get Rosie
walk.
from the Jetsons.
Yeah, get Rosie, the maid from the Jetsons, too. She's like, kick a goal. I can't go in the shower, I'll rust. Oh my God! Yeah, you can't have some 33-year-old guy teaching soccer.
What would you expect out of this?
Well, I don't know. I'm not expecting like a serious relationship. I'm kind of expecting like a casual thing.
What?
Oh, Carmen.
What?
No,
you
don't
know
do it.
that's the maximum you're going to get. What you want is something different.
What?
Don't compromise yourself like
What
that.
kind of discussions were you having? Are you in negotiations?
Well, kind of. We've been out like one time together, and we kind of ended up doing things.
Oh.
Guys, he's a criminal.
Hold on a second. Carmen?
Yeah.
We got to take a little break.
Okay.
Oh, we got to get into this.
Right.
That's great. That's great when you're 34 and you're going out 17-year-old. It's like, you're sitting at the restaurant. She's like, don't you hate it when you sit on your retainer? And he's like,
No, and the
Yeah.
waitress is like, and for your daughter?
Yes, exactly.
yeah. Why is your big toe up your daughter's skirt, sir? All right. We'll take a little break, and then we're here with Heather Donahue, by the way, from the Blair Witch Project. You think you did a horror movie? Yeah, come do this
my
show.
God.
Bring that video camera in here. I'll show you some horror. I'll take a little break, and we'll be back with more of Carmen and her 34-year-old boyfriend-to-be after this. 10 seconds worth, and we'll be back with more of the Fabulous Show in just 10 seconds.
This is Loveline
Radio
Station.
94.7
An Entercom radio station.
KNRK. Chemist Portland.
Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Heather Donahue is our guest. She is from the Blair Witch Project, and that is doing quite well, and I guess I'm going to continue to do well, because that's the whole thing about those word-of-mouth movies. They just keep going. As long as people keep talking.
Picking up.
They just keep going. Yeah, it's great. And so I'm sure your life has really probably just changed in the last like 3 weeks or something, hasn't it? I mean,
Yeah, pretty much.
You're done with the movie a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Right? Things were sort of relatively normal, and then they sold the thing at Sundance.
And life still sort of continued to be relatively normal. I changed agents. I got a manager, things like that. I assembled a team, as I call it.
Right.
And, I was going out on more things, but I have to say that in the last couple of weeks, things have changed more drastically.
Because still, if you...
I wasn't getting recognized everywhere I went
If you turn the calendar back 6 months, it's like... before the movie came out, maybe there was a little industry buzz or something, but it's not going to knock the doors wide open for you until it's come out, right?
Right.
So now everything's good, right?
Now everything's going very well. I couldn't have imagined it better.
Now, do you have a plan for your career? Do you want to? You don't want to do another horror movie?
Not right now. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be my first choice right now, I have to say. I like variety. I mean, when I was doing theater,
Rapunzel?
I always what?
Rapunzel?
I've done everything from Rapunzel to Deirdre of the Sorrows to Easter Passion plays, to Molière to Shakespeare to I've done so many different kinds of things.
You banged a lot of guys.
Yes, I did. I've done a good variety of things, and I'd like to continue to be able to do that if they'll let me.
Heather was telling me during the break her career options a year and a half ago before the Blair Witch. It was Mary Jan Michael Vincent was basically what her agent was begging her to do it. Listen, it'll beat the crap out of you like every 6 months or something, but you pop out a few kids, you get a pickup truck. Yeah, but now things are different.
Yeah, now he's actually called me to propose, and I had to say no. It was hard, but I did.
All right, so
back to Carmen, her science
that's right.
teacher.
Carmen is I think of her more as a soccer coach. Carmen is 17 years old. Her a man she's interested in is 34. He was her former soccer coach, and you're going to be a senior this coming year. Yes.
Yeah.
And he's transferred to another school. That's because he was getting tired of what was in the vending machine over at the old place.
Well,
So to speak.
Yeah.
he transferred completely out of the district. He just didn't like the teaching staff at my school.
Look, when you're 25, you will look back at this guy and be mortified. I mean, you will be so mortified, Carmen, you won't even believe what a colossal jerk this guy is.
Yeah. You see, right now, he just likes you, and that's the way you feel. You're 17, you're you, he likes you. But when you turn 25 or 30 or 28 or whatever, you look back and you don't see you just see a 17-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And that's the one he likes.
Yeah.
And then you get a little freaked out and probably pissed off.
Well, see, he isn't the one who initiated this relationship.
Carmen,
Oh.
please.
But he positioned himself, believe me.
Well,
He's the teacher.
If he had given you all kinds of signals that said no, there's no way you would have ever in a million years approached him.
I have a real thing about teachers and doctors and people that are in positions of authority violating the trust and boundaries of the relationship. It reinforces some very serious disturbances.
Yeah, I do too, except for psychologists and firemen. I'm willing to make exceptions for those two professions because, for obvious reasons. Carmen?
uh-huh.
What'd you do on the first date with this lad?
Well, it started out, we just went out for coffee.
Mm-hmm.
That was what Adam asked.
No, I'm just curious. You planned a date? Was it a nighttime date?
Yeah.
And where'd he pick you up?
At my house.
Did your parents know it?
Well, they didn't know who I was going out with. They knew I was going out, but they had no idea who I was going out with.
Right.
Mental note. Make sure a guy comes to the door and I meet him.
Yeah.
Whoever the guy is.
Right.
Make sure it's a guy.
Smart mentally.
Right.
Well,
It's funny, though. I was just thinking of something bizarre. There's like 16-year-old kids standing in front of liquor stores and they try to get guys in their 30s to buy them beer. They could do the exact opposite on this one. He's driving around the block, like spots a 6-year-old kid. Go up that lawn and go get Carmen.
And then I'll get you a six-pack.
Here's $5. Yeah.
You can trade off, trade of services, the old barter system.
I've been busting my ass biting Mickey's Big Mouth for the last 10 years. How about you repay the favor? I used to love that. It's like $9 for a 6-pack of Mickey's Big Mouth. It's 1977. It's like, that's what it costs, man. Wow. All right. All right. So he didn't come up to the door though, did he?
No.
No.
Would have definitely had something to say about that.
All right. So you just came out.
Yeah.
You told your parents you're going where?
I just told my parents I was going out with a couple of my friends.
Okay. And so where'd you go with him?
Well, we went to a coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
I had never heard of it, but I guess he'd been there before.
Right.
So we went to a coffee shop, and then we went to a park. And we just kind of sat at the park for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went back to his apartment,
Mm-hmm.
and we had sex.
Perfectly normal, perfectly healthy.
First date.
First date? Yeah. And then what? What time did he drive you home?
Well, I called my mom, and I told my mom that I was going to spend the night at one of my friends' houses.
Oh.
So I just went home later in the morning.
Mental note, call all friends immediately after getting a phone call.
And so you slept over at his house?
Yeah.
And he drove you home the next morning?
No, I had one of my friends pick me up. I didn't want him to drive me home.
Right. Oh, that son of a bitch. And then how did you leave it with him?
Well, it wasn't really awkward, so we just kind of like decided to see where things went and if we wanted to go out again. And we haven't. This was like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Well, this guy just found the perfect victim. He just found the perfect victim.
Well, I don't know. He may be done though. This is 2 or 3 weeks ago.
That's the point. If he was done and he was like, hey, cool. See ya.
We talk like every single day. We talk on the phone and we go out and do stuff, but we haven't had a like official date again, like nighttime date, as you said.
How often do you go out and do stuff?
Like every couple of days. I don't know. We usually go jogging if we do anything.
And why do you think you haven't had another nighttime date?
I don't know.
Did you use some contraception?
No.
Oh.
What did he do? Did he pull out?
No.
What the?
How old are you again? I'm sorry?
17.
What kind of response do you get from guys your own age? Are you...
Well, see, that's like the thing, that I've never been attracted to guys my own age.
Right. I believe me, I understand your situation. I was in a very similar situation in high school.
With a teacher?
Yeah, well, one that was interested, but I was totally not. And because I could at least have the foresight to see what, and plus my parents just would have whooped my butt, and they would have known. It seems so attractive to have someone that seems so much older and so much wiser than you show an interest.
Uh-huh.
But it's crap. It's not really even about you. It's about their own...
Infantile fantasy.
Exactly. and it's about their own desire to go back because maybe they're not happy about where they are, and they see it as a chance to start over in some sick, screwed-up way. And you can't give them that opportunity because you have way too much going on. And believe me, high school, the more high school sucks, the bigger breeding ground for success in your future. Believe me. The more abuse you suffer during middle school and high school, the much better off you are. The people that are doing A-OK and everything's fabulous, they will be in the same town at the corner tavern when you go back to visit your parents at Christmas. So worry not. I'm sure you are a beautiful woman and will be absolutely fine if you don't do this. This is a huge mistake.
Why aren't guys your own age interested in you?
She's not interested in them.
Well, she said they weren't attracted to them or attractive to her. How did you phrase it, Carmen?
I've never had some kind of attraction to like guys my own age.
Is your biological father living with you?
No.
Yeah, where he just checked out when you were 2 or something?
Well, no. My parents divorced in 94, I think.
Right.
You were 12?
Yeah.
And he doesn't hang out much?
Well, he lives 5 blocks away from us, and he still has contact with my siblings, but I don't talk to him.
All right.
Why?
He was incredibly abusive to me.
Right.
Okay, well, there you go. Well, there you go. You found another one.
You got a new daddy.
Yeah, you got a new abusive dad. You just found one.
All right, Carmen. Are guys your age attracted to you? They ask you out?
Yeah, that's always been my problem. Guys my age were attracted to me, but I never...
Yeah, because... Right, you never, because you got a mission, because your own dad was a prick, and now you got to make up for it.
Yeah, and he knew it, and this guy knew it. Yeah. How do they know it?
No, they don't know it, they just feel it. I mean, that's what...
But how do they know this is the one? This is the one they're going to be able to get away with it with.
I mean, how do they know it? They just fire a shotgun spray of pellets out there and see if they can see if the dog pulls something out of the lake. You know what I mean? I mean, how they know it? They just send it out there and see what it hits.
But suppose, I mean, lots of high school kids, Heather was talking about how she would have, sort of, might even have been attracted, but sort of knew better. At a certain point, they know to stop. And this guy doesn't stop. He keeps going. How does he know that's not the one that's going to...
Well, the reason he keeps going is because the person keeps going. The door...
She keeps opening the next gate.
The door keeps swinging open wider, right. You attracted to either one of us? I mean, we're a little bit older.
Sorry, I'm actually in an incredibly healthy 4.5-year relationship.
Oh, really?
It's kind of...
With Jesus Christ or a boyfriend? You can still be attracted to other men, can't you?
Yeah, sure, I guess so, yeah.
Well, which one do you like better? I mean, you and Drew look like brother and sister. To me, that'd be a little sick. Do you want a little diversity?
No.
No? You like Drew?
You're both lovely.
No, please. What is up with that? Well, your boyfriend's a secure guy, right?
Completely.
All right.
Come
on.
He would have to be to survive
the answer is,
it's like right now.
Attraction is not something that's crossed her mind this evening.
Yeah, but you got to pick,
I've been so busy with the questions and the coffee.
All right. You didn't want to pick?
I would not want to pick. I think it would taint.
Heather,
I would think it would taint the rest of my. Adam, it's you.
Okay.
There you go.
You're an actress. Come on.
Drew, whenever I try to do a little decent radio, you gotta cut me off at the nuts here. Right? Drew's an attractive man. Will you admit that at least?
He's a lovely man, and I'm sure he'll be a wonderful father.
He already is a mediocre father.
No. I mean, it's good to have people who are healthy.
Okay.
To raise healthy children, so society can continue to function on some level at least.
Are you lesbian?
No.
Oh, all right. I've never seen someone more uncomfortable with this question. Just, look at Drew over here. Just
That's
nothing. He's a doctor. You understand that? What's your boyfriend do? Is he some kind of producer or something? An agent?
No. Oh.
He's not in the industry?
God, no. No, he's not in the industry. No.
What's he do?
He takes pictures and,
photographer.
He does stuff. Yeah.
Artiste. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Is he freaking out because you're all over the place?
He's actually, I'm freaking out. He's the one who's handling it really, really well.
Oh, really?
And he's my watchdog. He has always has his eye out for whatever's happening, and he always is keeping track of my schedule, so people who, if I don't find out about something, he finds out the details, so I don't have to worry about it. And he's just been great.
Mm-hmm.
It's been amazing.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Greg?
Yeah.
You're 13.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, first of all, I want to say that you and Adam, both really funny, really smart. Man Show, I watched it today. I loved the baseball thing.
Oh, yeah. Did you see Raging Ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Also, Blair Witch Project. I saw that. I loved it.
Cool, thank you.
Joshua.
Uh-huh.
I read an interview with him.
Uh-huh.
Cuss a lot or something, because he was like saying a lot of bad words in the interview.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he's cool. He's awesome. Also, can I say hi to Sally?
No.
Right. Well, she wanted me to ask you if you wanted to come to her bat mitzvah.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you and Drew, because she has a lot of messed up friends that are going to be there. So
Really?
you could help them out.
There's nothing like a 13-year-old Jewish chick. You know what I'm most attracted to on the 13-year-old Jewish chicks? The hair. Great hair on those broads. Yeah, I love the bat mitzvah. Now, listen, I don't recognize bat mitzvahs. It's like,
acknowledge him, you mean?
2,000 years of some sort of ceremony, and then in 1967, some chick got pissed and was like, hey, where's my goddamn gift certificate to Music Plus? All right, we'll give you one, too. What do we call it? Bar mitzvah? No. I'll call it a bat mitzvah. Why? Why not? Let's go. Get the band together and get a nice deli platter. Bat mitzvah. Yeah, it's great. It's a old Jewish tradition which the 13-year-old female in the Jewish family becomes a man. It's great. It's total nonsense. And you know the thing that's funny is with the Jews, I could understand the bar mitzvah in like the Latino culture, because Latino guys when they're 13 are like driving pickup trucks and have beards. They've already dropped out of school to go to work. If you ever see a 13-year-old Jewish kid, it's like he's 9. I mean, 13-year-old Jewish kids are like guys wearing like a headset and Coke bottle glasses, hairs, that nappy hair's parted over the side. Go look at some bar mitzvah pictures of your friends. You'll never see less of a man. It's great. It's like, you're now a man. Now put down that wine glass, get in the back of the car. The street lights are on. You're going to bed.
I like that you said you have a lot of screwed up friends, though, so you're not in that category?
Well, I'm not going to say I'm not, because I think that I am. But I don't think that we all have our share of problems,
All right.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
Are they picking a theme to this bat mitzvah?
Yeah.
What is it?
I think it's like The Offspring, because she loves Dexter. She thinks he's hot. It's either going to be like MTV or The Offspring.
Yeah, you pick themes. I don't remember the themes when I was a kid, like going to friends. It was like, hey, there's some punch in a band and some fat relatives and bad, tuxedos. Everyone was ugly, but there was no theme.
No.
Now there's themes. You understand that?
Yeah.
Theme parties?
Yeah, I mean, the bar mitzvah, it's not enough that they just have the bar mitzvah. It's that they pick a theme to the bar mitzvah. They, pick Star Wars or Cinderella, or the guy's a big Boston Red Sox fan, so everything's decorated in, white and red.
I'm learning so much here tonight.
Yeah, they pick a theme to the bar mitzvah, which is bizarre because the bar mitzvah is the theme.
It's a birthday party.
Isn't it?
It's a birthday party.
Yeah, actually, there was a bar mitzvah with triplets, and the theme was like...
You guys are freaking me out tonight. Theme was what?
3.
Surviving abuse? What was the theme?
Little pigs.
Oh.
Yeah, that's great. I don't know what this is. It's so they can get some money together for the kids' college fund or something.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, Greg, what was your question?
Actually, I was at my friend's house, and we were just like, masturbating naked to porn on the internet.
That's nice.
And then we started feeling each other, and then we, after I left at about 7, and then we just started talking about a relationship because we were really into each other. I mean, we've known each other since the 3rd grade.
Huh. Yeah. Well, but you live across the street from each other, right?
Yeah, sort of.
All right. That's why you're such good friends.
Yeah.
Later on, you get a car, you realize you don't like those people who live next to you. That's the way life works. That's why I'm going to get my kid a car when he's 10. Let him really figure out who his friends are. You know what I mean? Give him a little range.
Yeah.
All right, so, are you gay?
I really don't know. I've been out with a few girls, though.
Oh, yeah? Well, why are you so confused?
Well, why is he standing naked and masturbating with his friend?
Well, I understand that.
Oh, please.
That's perfectly normal, perfectly healthy. But the part about touching a guy, that means maybe have some interest in guys, right, Greg?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean,
I think he's just all over the place.
Maybe make
He's
that
standing with his friend.
make that a theme to your bar mitzvah, the whole homosexual thing.
yeah, that's real funny. I'm gonna
Is
do
it like
that.
village people play at the thing? Guys wearing chaps. It's nice. Hey, Greg, I'll tell you, why don't you do this? You're 13 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's nothing wrong with being gay, unless you think there is, but I personally don't think so. I wish there was more gay guys out there. But you are 13.
Yeah.
That's a little bit young. So why don't you just sort of cool your jets a little?
down, yeah,
slow down. Don't make any decision for a while. Give it a couple years, see where things go.
Yeah, all right.
All right, then if you're gay, you're gay. Fine.
Also, I'm also from Maryland, so the Blair Witch Project, but I'm not from Burkittsville or anything.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Greg.
All right.
All right, don't get yourself in any trouble.
Well, that's going to be the new bat mitzvah themes.
All right, Blair Witch theme.
Project.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know. I think the budget's a little low for that to be a bar mitzvah theme. Seriously, Drew, when did that bat mitzvah come around?
1966.
Yeah, I mean, that hasn't been around for any length of time. All right. Drew, you never had a bar mitzvah, did you?
Nope.
No. Okay. We'll take ourselves a little break. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Let's see here. Adam?
Yeah.
You're 17?
Yeah.
You have a question for Heather regarding a scene in the film with slime in it?
Yeah. First of all, I just want to say that was a excellent movie. I mean, it scared the piss out of me.
All right.
Movies normally don't do that.
Literally or figuratively?
No, figuratively.
Oh, darn.
My question was, I don't want to give too much away to the people who haven't seen it,
Uh-huh.
but the scene with the slime.
KY jelly.
Yeah, what is that?
KY jelly.
Do you know what KY jelly is, Adam?
It's a water-based gel. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
That's a
You
bad
can
sign.
buy it at your local CVS and use it on your friend at the next party and, put it on their stuff or...
You go with the KY...
It's got so many uses, and I think the Blair Witch Project only adds to its repertoire.
Because it's water soluble.
There you go. It's a multi-purpose lubricant.
When you were out in the wilds there of Maryland, were you able to shower?
No.
No?
No. My scalp got very itchy. You don't really get to... I mean, after a while, you just get sort of tired of pumping the water to brush your teeth with.
Right.
So you give it a little quick once-over with the brush.
I live in a house, and I'm that way. I live in a house with 3 bathrooms. I'm like, boy, you turn the hot water, then it's like the cold water, then you got to shut it off. Forget about it. I was watching a little TV today, and this woman said, sometimes you're not really paying attention, and this woman's head, popped up, and she said, your underarms aren't the only place you smell. And I thought to myself, all right, I gotta grab the remote now, because I know
where you kind of have a good idea of where that's...
Yeah, you hear those commercials
Yeah.
where you get a pretty good idea where this is going.
Exactly.
And, it's funny, stuff that you spray, stuff that you spray in, under your arms or perfume that you put on your neck, they actually show you apply it. But the stuff that goes in your crotch, they spray it all over the room.
Right.
They just show people just spraying it willy-nilly all over the room. It's funny. It's like, okay, I see the guy putting the deodorant under his arm. I see the chick putting the perfume under her cheek there. But the crotch spray, that's like she's killing roaches with that. Yeah, that's going all over the place.
Oh, man, that's bad news, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, your underarms aren't the only place you smell. Oh, okay. All right, we're going to take a little break. I'm going to freshen up. Drew?
Yeah.
You'll be left alone with your new girlfriend now?
No, I'll join you.
Okay. We're going to pee together?
Our relationship's more important.
Yeah, you're right. Right. We haven't enough come between us before, but they come and they go. We're always here, right?
Yes.
All right. Heather Donahue is here from the Blair Witch Project. We'll take a little break, then we'll be back. All right. A little blood coming out of my face.
That's nice.
Very nice. The toilet paper makes it especially attractive.
Now she's kind of attracted to you. That's great.
Yeah, now I have to say, yeah, the little piece of toilet paper that's hanging off your cheek is stunning.
All right. The honeymoon's over, by the way.
Oh,
Enjoy your Blair Witch success. You'll be back with a little different attitude. Believe you me.
No, it really is. It's very nice.
All right.
It's very nice.
I think it's rugged looking.
It's practical. It's improvisational.
Well, I'm bleeding. I got a nick shaving earlier, and I was just washing my face, and the thing came off, and now it's bleeding, and the only way to stop it is to stick some toilet paper on there. I think your face bleeds more in other parts. Then your head bleeds more.
Yeah, your scalp
Head
bleeds.
definitely.
Scalp,
bleeds.
yeah. All right, where are we, Drew? Drew,
Fine.
what with all the books here? This is driving me nuts.
Get caught up, dude.
Harmony,
Yes.
you're 22.
Yes.
What's going on there?
A few questions for Heather.
Hi.
First of all, like the movie.
Cool. Thanks.
So the rumors go around the beginning about based on a true story. I wanted to know if any of it is based on any kind of legend or any kind of, Blair Witch legend or anything at all.
Well, it's an urban legend in the making.
And second of all, about a sequel.
Yeah, I read about that today in the Hollywood Reporter.
Can you do a sequel?
I think,
to that sort of thing?
I think what their plan is to take other aspects of the backstory that they've created and to sort of...
Fill it out.
Yeah.
Do you die in this movie?
I guess so.
screw
I
it
don't
up.
know.
I mean,
I don't know.
Is there a way you could come back in a sequel?
I would say that window
Yeah.
is probably open.
Well,
Before the event.
they
Theoretically,
do a
right.
prequel sequel.
Yeah.
right.
right?
That's the sequel of the 90s
like-
is the prequel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. That's like, hey, it's a chick from Blair Witch, except for she looks older than she did
Exactly.
Blair Witch. But this took, and
She's in high school,
this
but she's
took place
30.
5 years before Blair Witch.
And my sister could do it.
Right. You have a sister?
Yeah, she's 14, and
Nice.
we look almost identical.
10 years younger.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
What's that all about?
My parents were not thinking it could still happen, and then
Oh,
boom,
my goodness.
Where are you from, Heather?
Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
We like Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
I do.
Philadelphia too.
I like,
miss Philadelphia.
I got to say, I'm not kissing ass, or maybe I am, but my family's from Philadelphia, at least on my dad's side, and I know a few. I had a roommate from Philadelphia, and I've met a few folks from Philly over the years. Seem like just great people and a nice mix. New York's a little much for me. A lot of like a-holes from New York. They're like, hey, I'm from New York, so don't F with me kind of attitude. California is just all the a-holes from different states that were thrown out. They take the top 10 percentile of a-holes in other states, and they send them to California. So it's like some kind of penal colony here for a-holes. Everyone here's just an a-hole.
We did have that interesting driver in Philadelphia.
Yeah, Philadelphia. But Philadelphia, I just met a couple of people recently, and it's a nice mixture because it's got that East Coast flavor, which I like because it's actually, there's something substantial about it. But you don't have that over-the-top sort of New York kind of BS
it's a
bravado.
city on a human scale. Like the very size of the city itself is very walkable.
Right.
The streets are not particularly wide. They're all one way, which is really annoying if you're driving. But it's great if you're walking because it has a nice, small, little villagey feel to it.
Philadelphia is sort of New York without the attitude, is the way I feel.
It's I think because of the scale, it's easier to be cool in Philadelphia than it is in New York.
Yeah,
Because there are only so many hip restaurants, only so many hip theaters, only so many hip things to do, like enough to do, but not so much that it overwhelms you like New York.
I live in a place called Sea Cane, which is
Oh my
just outside
God, I know exactly where Sea Cane is. My aunt lives in Alden.
Oh, I don't know where Alden is, but I know it's
very near Sea Cane. Did you go to the Bazaar in Clifton Heights?
No, I was still like wetting myself. I was
sorry.
I was too young, but I do remember Sea
2
Cane.
years ago.
He's talking about 12.
Yeah, exactly.
I was 17. Please. I was drunk, of course. Lost control of my bowels. All right. You ready to move on here?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yeah?
You're 16?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I have nightmares about my little sister dying.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Why?
Well, I don't know.
What happened?
Well, she has leukemia, and she was really cut.
Hey, Michaela?
Yeah?
I can barely hear you. Are you talking right into your phone?
Yeah.
There you go. Much better.
I like this. There you go. Are you talking in your phone? I go, yeah. You go, oh, all right, now you are. You up there nice and close?
Yeah.
Okay. So your sister has leukemia?
Yeah.
How old is she?
She'll be 9 Friday.
Yeah.
How long she had this?
A year and a half.
So is she in remission now?
She just went into remission, but
Okay.
the doctor said that she'll probably never get rid of it. It's like chronic.
Say that? She'll never,
It's
what?
chronic?
She'll like never get better.
Well, is that what they said, Michaela?
Yeah. My mom was telling me about it.
Because usually the childhood leukemias now are highly treatable, in fact curable.
Well, it keeps, like we have, it keeps progressing, into some, it, mutates, I guess, into, some other form of more aggressive leukemia.
Yeah, that can happen, and they can get other kinds of cancers, which are common and treated from childhood, and there's certainly differences in kids that were treated for leukemia. They get a lot of radiation, and it affects their development, but usually they do okay for a while, if not for a long while. Okay? So, of course, it's tough to handle this, and of course, it's a lot going on right now. Is there anybody there for you, any professionals that they've put you in contact with that you can talk to? What's that?
My dad says I can't have therapy.
Why is that?
I sound like crazy continuing
Yeah, well, that's an awful thing to say to you, I'm sure, especially when you're asking for help like that. And I'm sorry that's the response you're getting, but I would think, talk to your mom, see if you can talk to the doctors that are treating your sister.
What does your dad do for a living?
He works with computers.
Really?
Yeah, look,
this day and age.
But maybe if he's unenlightened, as thoroughly unenlightened as he appears.
Wow.
Maybe there's a wellness community or some group you can get involved with, some support, just someplace you can go and talk about this. There's people who've been through this. Talk to the doctors who are treating your sister.
Yeah, it's quite a dad there. Hey, my younger sister's dying. How about I get a little therapy? It's for crazy people. Yeah, let's throw the ball around. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Hey, Drew.
Yeah.
Speaking of crazy people and therapy, you gotta get a new marker, brother.
No kidding, Jim.
That is just that's bizarre. Drew writes a sort of just
invisible
a faint,
Shadow.
Yeah. I was told that if I rub lemon juice on it, it'll come through. Unfortunately, I don't have any citrus with me. I'm going up here. I saw.
What I write, it doesn't matter anyway.
Oh, shut up. I saw hot sex oil on the top of this column. I have to investigate. Sarah?
Yes. I have this Hot Hooters warming body oil, and I was wondering if...
Hot Hooters?
Yeah, it's called Hot Hooters warming body oil.
Warming?
And I was wondering if it will hurt if...
It's called warming body oil?
No, it's like the flavor kind.
I know, but it's called Hot Hooters...
Warming body oil.
Warming?
Yeah.
Okay,
Do you warm it up, or does it warm you up?
Didn't I say warming 15 seconds ago?
Huh?
And then you said no, it has a flavor?
Yeah, it has a flavor, and...
Okay, so I just want to repeat the whole sentence just one more time. You ready?
It's Hot Hooters warming body oil, and it has a flavor.
Right, and the warming part means that either you warm it or it feels warm.
It feels warm.
It feels warm.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What flavor is it?
It's, daiquiri. It's
Daiquiri?
Pina colada.
Strawberry daiquiri or just regular daiquiri?
strawberry daiquiri.
Oh, of
Okay,
course. yes.
there.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. And where'd you get that?
I got it at...
Student store?
I got it at the mall.
Oh, at the mall. Okay. And, yeah. You have a boyfriend?
Yeah, I do.
Uh-huh. And
I don't think I could, let alone 18, ever in my life step up to a counter with something called Hot Hooters sex oil. You know what I'm saying? I would not have the huevos to do that at any age.
Phil, we need a price check on the Hot Hooters warming love oil. What flavor is that? That's the daiquiri. Geez, hold on.
Oh, God.
I mean,
We're running a special on butt plugs. You been by the display case? Okay, just the oil? Will that be all?
No, it's like in it's like lotion. It's oil.
It's like lotion, but it's oil.
Huh?
Let me explain what lotion is.
it's oil.
It's oil. It's oil that you can't see through.
Yeah.
That makes lotion.
So anyway, it's a slippery accessory.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what do you do with it?
Wait, you bought it at the mall, so it means you bought it at those bath and soap shops or something?
Well, no. It says for lovers only.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Was that answer to my question?
Yes, I think it was, actually.
Okay.
No, you said you bought it at the mall, so does that mean you bought it at one of those bath and body shops? And she said, no, it says for lovers only.
Uh-huh.
Hey, do you work, Sarah?
No, I don't.
That's right.
No.
Why not?
I want to be a cosmetologist.
You do?
Yes.
That's good. Yeah. Okay, good. Try to find some job where you keep conversation at a minimum.
Okay.
What?
Push the cuticles back. Yes, honey? Okay.
Okay, and also I have another question.
Okay, where did you buy this oil?
I bought it in Nation's Creations
Oh, okay, that's
that?
better.
What is that?
I have no idea. What is Nations Creations?
It's a store in the mall.
It's at the mall? Okay.
There.
Okay. All right. Listen, you need to do this this cosmetology. You need to do it in like Thailand or something.
Okay.
Okay. Now, it's a store at the mall. What kind of store is it at the mall?
It's just like a weird kind of store.
Okay. It's a weird store. One second, let me write that down.
No, it has like trendy things, like things that you wouldn't see in normal stores.
So it's like a gift shop?
So what made you buy the oil?
But is it not a sex type shop?
Yes, it is. It has different kinds of things in there.
It is. It's different things. Okay. But you're like she's like Mark Twain. This Sarah. Hey, do you write? You should write fiction.
I should.
Long ago, I'm not sure about how far. There's this one guy I hung out. He got some stuff.
Okay.
Sarah, look. Did you say it is a sex shop?
Well, no, it has like all different things, like Halloween masks.
Oh, okay. It's one of those things, like lava lamps and cock rings.
A gift store.
Right. I know that place. I'm going to open a place called Simply Lava Lamps and Cock Rings. That's going to be the name of the store. Nothing but lava lamps and cock rings. All right. So anyway, Sarah, your question. I know you're amused by this, right, Sarah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So your question is what?
Hurt like if I use it any other place.
Yeah. Try. Don't get it up in you. Is that what you're asking?
Well, kinda.
Yeah. Keep it away from the naughty parts.
Okay.
All right. And don't drink it.
Okay.
All right.
Also, I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
My dad is gay, and it's kind of hard for me to, like, understand that, and, like, it's hard for my boyfriend, and I'm kind of having to pick and choose.
Pick and choose what?
Like, between my dad and my boyfriend, and he, like, I don't know, he, like, tells me, like, I shouldn't tell him things, like, when my dad says my boyfriend's cute and everything, but...
Well, look. No, Sarah. Here's where this. Of course, this is where it comes from, right?
What, not being gay?
Not that he's gay. No, the dad is inappropriate with her. Yeah, I love your boyfriend. He's cute. I mean, that's just not right.
And
look, if your dad said that about you, brought a girl home. Oh, she's hot. I could go for her.
Yeah, and it's really...
Yeah, it's dicey. It has an extra element of dice with the homosexuality. That's just me, but yeah, that's weird.
Bad boundaries, real bad. And I think you ought to, let him know when he's making you uncomfortable. And by the same token, the boyfriend, that's none of his goddamn business, your relationship with your father. He has to stay out of that, too. You need to get used to setting boundaries with these people. Sounds like everybody in your life just sort of intrudes and rolls over you and goes on about their stuff, and you're just sort of there.
All right. Oh, boy. It took a little while to get that location of the oil.
I like Sarah.
Place out of her. I like her, too. It's like having a pet. Great. All right.
We're on the lava lamps and...
Just... No, wait. Is it called Simply Lava Lamps and Cock Rings or just the Lava Lamps and Cock Rings?
Simply has a nice ring to it, I think.
Not just? Simply?
LL&CR.
Right, yeah. I don't know, like, I was thinking like, I don't know, Simi Valley.
The mall?
Yeah, there's got to be a mall out there. Just get a little space, like in between, like a B. Dalton's
one of those
and
little carts, not an actual store.
Yeah,
you could start out with a cart.
Yeah.
I think that would be great.
Get like older folks to man it, you know?
Yeah.
And women in their
Retirees.
70s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ring
absolutely.
a bell.
You could actually go down to the sort of senior centers and recruit.
Right. Hey, I know you guys was sold, cars and diction encyclopedias and whatnot, steak knives, but do you have any experience selling cock rings or lava lamps? Okay. No. We can work with that.
We'll train you.
Okay, we'll take a little break. Heather Donahue is here from the Blair Witch Project, and we'll be back after this. Hey, it's the Loveline. I'm Adam. That is Drew. Heather Donahue is our guest tonight. She's from the Blair Witch Project. And, what is it, Wednesday? Does it feel like Wednesday? Am I all screwed up?
Yeah, it feels about like Wednesday.
Yeah,
Feels like Wednesday?
Yeah.
It is Wednesday.
You haven't been working this week. That's why you're all screwed up.
Where you been?
You were on vacation.
Oh, where'd you go?
Well, I wasn't on vacation. I was
Adam,
working.
she's interested in you now. Come on.
Oh, okay. Well, but yeah, I don't know, but I don't know if you know this, but I'm very powerful in this town.
You've locked horns
Ooh,
with
baby,
the likes
can you
of...
get me into the Sky Bar?
Probably could. I was working on the Man Show, and there was another show, and we had like 22 episodes, and we just finished them last week, and we did our last ones in Puerto Vallarta because that's where we want to go. So screw everyone.
Are you going back there next week?
Puerto Vallarta?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you're going to Hawaii next
I've only
week.
been to Puerto Vallarta twice in 3 months.
No,
Come on.
You're going to Hawaii next month.
That's right. That's right. You got to be good to yourself, baby.
Wow.
Yeah. You could be going with me if you play the cards right. We could make our own documentary.
This will be a horror show.
It really would be scary. Absolutely.
This could be the sequel here.
Yeah, there you
This
go.
is it, man.
They're looking for different,
I
paths
imagine
off of the original story.
Her picking up the camera late at night to some horrible,
different angle.
Awful.
It would just
realities.
be dark. All you would hear is the sounds.
That's right.
It'd be very nice.
Oh.
Yeah. The audience would just be submerged in darkness.
That's right. Cheryl.
Sharon.
Sharon there. You're 20.
Yeah.
Mm.
My question is, I've been dating this guy for about 2 years, and we want to move in together, and we're very much in love, but we don't want to get married, and my parents don't agree with us wanting to move in together unless we're married.
Mm-hmm.
It, challenges their religious beliefs, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, how can I convince my parents that we're really in love and we don't need to be married to prove it?
Well, you're not gonna, because it's a religious ideology that they have, and you're gonna be. It's not really sort of based in anything other than religion. So it's not about convincing them that you're in love. Mm-hmm. It's either you're going against what their belief system is.
Well,
Don't you want to marry this guy?
Not right now.
When?
Yeah.
Why not now?
Well,
It's 20.
All right.
I think I'm too young to get married.
Okay, you just want to live with the guy.
Yeah.
Do your parents have to know about it?
Well, they would know about it.
How?
So.
Are you very close with
Well,
them?
they know. Hell.
I'm close with my mom, not with my dad. I mean, we have a normal relationship, but we're not extremely close when it comes to emotions. So.
Right. Okay. Well, listen. You're 20. Are you dependent on them?
No. I've been living on my own since I was 18.
All right, well, that's it. That's it.
You do what you want.
No, they will learn to live with it. It's going to be tough when they make it.
No, it won't be tough. It'll be tough for 2 weeks. They'll get right over it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. They will. It's amazing. Everyone has an amazing capacity to change and get on to stuff, even stuff that they hate. You get your leg amputated, and a month later you're entering some kind of wheelchair race or something.
Yeah.
Not me, I kill myself, but I'm saying everyone else. I've seen these Nike commercials.
Yeah.
But my point is you guys live together, everything works out good. They come over for dinner a couple of times, it's all done.
Yeah.
It's fine. Let's do it. Bird,
Yes?
you're 15.
Yeah.
What's happening?
I got a question for Heather, please.
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. In the movie, when you find those sticks, what's inside that? I know it's his hair, but is that his scalp?
I don't know. What do you think?
I think that's what it is.
I think that's part of the charm of the movie, that it's all up to you. It's all up to your imagination.
Oh, okay.
How was that for a political response?
That's good. Except for, I think, forget I'm not going then. I'll sit in my car and imagine the whole thing. Hey,
Go to the beach.
Bird, you have a question?
Yeah, I'm planning on getting a tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you?
15.
Most places won't do that.
Well, this place does.
What do you get at 15? Like Bert and Ernie on your ass? Or what do you get?
I designed a tattoo myself. It's like dice and...
Powerpuff Girls.
Huh?
Wait a minute. You have a tattoo involving dice?
Dice and it's classic cars and it's really cool.
You cover your whole back or something?
Yeah.
What?
How big is it?
It's only going to be like 3x4, I guess.
3 inches by 4 inches?
You know that stuff they do with henna?
Yeah, but
It's fabulous.
often I don't know. I've had that before. I don't like it.
You designed your own tattoo?
Yeah, I've designed a lot of people's tattoos before.
You have? Are you a graphic artist?
No. I draw really good.
Why don't you draw a lot of them and put them in a book and hold them until you're 18 and you can make a better decision?
I don't know about
Then you can really pick the best one.
Hey, would your parents freak out if they knew you got a tattoo?
Probably, but I just deal with it.
Yeah.
I probably know I'd get in trouble. I know I'll get in trouble, but...
Right. Because you don't like your parents that much anyway, do you?
My mom.
Yeah, not your dad?
No, I like my dad. I love my dad.
Doesn't like mom.
Doesn't like mom?
Yeah.
Yeah. And why?
Because she just gets on my nerves.
All
A
right.
little aggressive.
Yeah.
Is she drinking?
No, she just has a big old temper problem.
Yeah. All right. Well, this will send her through the roof.
Uh-huh.
That'll be good.
Uh-huh.
Good.
To provoke that.
It's great. Hey, but listen, here's the thing. You could, I don't know, take her photo album and throw it in the swimming pool and piss her off.
And not hurt yourself.
And not hurt yourself. Or you could get a tattoo and look like an idiot for the rest of your life. Because believe me, the stuff you like at 15
Is not the stuff you like.
it's not stuff you like at 16 and a half.
Exactly.
Forget 28.
Exactly.
I mean, for me, it was like, I'd have like a Prussian helmet with my initials carved into the side.
The rat fink.
Yeah, I'd have the rat fink. Guy driving, like a big rat hanging out of the sunroof of a
Souped up Hemi.
73 Dodge Charger. Yeah, that's what I'd have on my ass. Yeah, with some, I think some chick's name that I don't know anymore would be on the side of the car.
And the keep on trucking guy.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute.
Oh,
Please. I could still go for that. All right, well, let me just say, has
we gotta
anyone been
go.
there
We
for a
gotta
while?
go. No.
What about this person? Were we just talking to?
No, yeah,
Are
we
talking to them?
gotta go.
All right.
Break.
That's all right, we'll break. We'll be back.
Love 191. Operators are standing by. Loveline will be back in a minute.
This has been Loveline. The views expressed on Loveline are not necessarily those of the staff, the management, or the sponsors of this radio station.
These are probably not the views of Westwood One Entertainment.
Loveline is produced by Ann Wilkins Ingle.
Now, please listen to this station.